Hi, my name is Nicholas Gitzinger. I'm 23 years old. I live in Dayton, Ohio. And I don't really know what I'm about to say. All I can say is I'm not done fighting yet. The world we live in is cold. It's heartless. Especially where I live. I'm not one to harp on hometowns. This is where I grew up, and this is where I'll stay. This is where I take my stand. And I'm not done standing. I've been trampled, beat down more times than you can imagine by just life circumstances, things that just naturally happen in this world, but I can't help but take a step back and think about all the lives that are affected every single day by every decision I make. The girl in the grocery store who can't seem to put a smile on her face, yet is forced to say, "Have a nice day." She works hard, harder than I do, so she can feed her family. Now, she's probably got food on her table and I don't, but that's because she's worked for it and I haven't. I try to work for a better cause, but it doesn't feed any stomachs. Sure, it feeds the soul to help those around you, but the only thing that feeds the stomach in this world is money. And that's what I've come to talk about. Money is what makes the world go round. It's also what keeps the world from turning the way it should. Our schools, they need money to teach our students. What are they teaching our children? They're teaching our children what the government has told them to teach. That's not right. It's not what our children should be learning. Think about it. Day in, day out, from the time you're knee-high to a grasshopper to the day you graduate high school, you are taught to get up at 8 o'clock in the morning and be there every day. No questions asked whether it's right or wrong, whether you want to or not. From the day we begin school, we are taught how to be slaves. They teach our children so many things they don't need to know, things that we don't use on a daily basis, but yet they're mandatory and must be taught, and we waste taxpayer dollars to teach these things to our children, when all it does is waste their time. The society that they grow up into is cold and heartless. It leaves them wondering, what did they miss out on? What did school not teach me? What today's schools don't teach our youth is how to give, to be human. Something that should be inherent in the teachings of every parent worldwide. That no human being is worth more than another. We are all created equal. This is what our children should know. And it's the furthest thing from what they're being taught. They're being taught how to be subservient to a society that has been enslaved by the dollar. That's not what I want for my children, and I know it's not what you want for yours. I'm starving. I mean, literally. I don't ask anyone for anything. I do what I do to make what I've got. And if I don't have it, then I don't have it. That's all there is to it. I don't have credit cards. I don't believe in them. To borrow money knowing that you may not be able to pull it off or pay it back, then why would you borrow that money in the first place? That's stealing. Which is very wrong in my opinion. It's the reason why I'm hungry every day. It's the reason why our society relies on money. Because the money that you so desperately cling to and work your life away for, it's nothing but a piece of paper. It's an IOU. It's an invention that means nothing. It's something that was created by a greedy mind and a way for them to own what you have without actually having to do any work. You see, the banking system makes money off of your money. You give your money to the banking system, trusting that it will be okay. But the truth is the instant you've given your money to that bank, it becomes the bank's money. That's not your money anymore. The bank loans it out to anyone and everyone they wish to. The money that you receive when you withdraw is actually somebody else's money. So why would you trust in a corporation that steals from you every day and then gives you what they've stolen from someone else to appease you? It's organized crime at its greatest. It's wonderful. It's an amazing mastermind plan, if you ask me. The genius that came up with it, quite honestly, I don't know whether to shake his hand or punch him in the nose, but I do know that without the banking industry,